It's an instrument that every one of us possesses. Our voice, the most powerful tool in the world, has the ability to ignite wars or whisper the words, "I love you." Our voice is like a tiny piano, capable of playing tunes that are happy or sad, gentle or strong. It can soothe someone's heart, or it can cause them pain. Our voice is a sharp weapon, capable of sparking bloody conflicts or bringing peace to the world. It can build empires or destroy everything. Our voice is like a magic wand, able to turn a bad day into a great one or turn a friend into a sworn enemy. Our voice is a mirror reflecting our soul. It shows who we are, what we think, and what we want. Our voice can heal wounds, spark hope, inspire, and connect people, but it can also cause harm, spread hatred, and divide people. Why is it that when I speak, others don't listen? How can we talk so that people pay attention and really hear us? I want to share some common habits in speaking that we should avoid. I've listed 7 common mistakes. While not exhaustive, these are quite prevalent and ones any of us might make. First, talking badly about others when they are not present is not a good thing. Gossiping is a bad habit that negatively affects both the speaker and the person being spoken about. Gossip is like a snowball. The more it rolls, the bigger it gets. Today you start it, and tomorrow it could become a false rumor, causing misunderstandings and harm. Everyone knows this. Remember, if you talk badly about others today, they might do the same to you tomorrow. The second mistake is being judgmental. We've all encountered people like this. It's hard to listen to someone who is always nitpicking and criticizing. Being quick to judge others is a big mistake. When we constantly have a critical attitude, others will find it difficult to open up and listen to us. Judging others is like wearing colored glasses. We only see their flaws and overlook their good qualities. Try putting yourself in someone else's shoes. How would you feel if you were being judged? Take the time to listen and understand instead of rushing to judgment. The third mistake is having negative thoughts. Everyone has moments like this. My mother, when she got older, often thought negatively, and no matter what we said, she wouldn't listen. Once, on October 1st, I said, "Today is the first day of October, Mom." And she replied, "You're wrong. Isn't that funny?" It's really difficult to talk to someone who always thinks negatively. Negative thinking is a major barrier to communication. When someone always views things negatively, it's hard for them to listen and accept different opinions. I remember once, my mother denied an obvious fact just because she was in a bad mood. This shows that negative thinking can make us overlook the good things around us. Negative thinking is like wearing dark glasses, only seeing the darkness. When someone always wears those glasses, they can't see the warm rays of sunlight in life. Another way negativity manifests is through constant complaining and blaming others. We've all met people like this, and sometimes we've been like this ourselves. They often blame their circumstances or other people instead of looking at themselves. Complaining and blaming are like shields, protecting them from facing their own mistakes. Instead of finding solutions, they choose to avoid responsibility. To live a more positive life, we need to learn to take responsibility for our actions. Instead of complaining, let's find ways to solve problems and learn from our mistakes. It's hard to understand and talk to people who always exaggerate everything. When they speak, everything is blown out of proportion and seems more important than it really is. This way of speaking diminishes the value of our language. Exaggerating everything is a bad habit that reduces the credibility of our words. When everything is overemphasized, it becomes difficult to distinguish what's real from what's not. Exaggerating is like adding too much seasoning to a dish. It might seem appealing at first, but over time, it will overshadow the natural flavors of the food. People who exaggerate everything always remind me of the story of the boy who cried wolf. At first, people believed him, but eventually, no one did. That's what happens when we use too many flowery words. Honestly, sometimes when I find something exciting, I exaggerate just for fun. But over time, this habit makes people stop believing me. Who wants to listen to someone who lies? Exaggeration can devalue our words. When we overstate things, it becomes hard for others to trust us. Exaggerating is like adding too much sugar to a cup of tea. Initially, it's sweet, but after a while, it becomes overwhelming, and you lose the taste of the tea. When someone is too insistent on their opinions, they often confuse what they think is right with the truth. At this point, they'll try to convince you in every way possible, almost like attacking you. It's very hard to listen to people like that. So, we should avoid these mistakes to make our conversations more effective. The difference between personal opinion and the truth is crucial. When we confuse the two, conversations become tense and confusing. Trying to impose our views on others is like attacking their thoughts. Sticking rigidly to our own views is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. No matter how hard you try, it will never fit. We need to learn to listen and respect others' viewpoints, even if they differ from our own. To have an effective conversation, we need to keep an open mind. Listen to others' perspectives with respect. When we do this, we learn new things and build better relationships. But is there another way to think about this more positively? Of course, I want to share with you 4 important elements to help us build a strong identity. Instead of focusing on the negative, let's look for positive aspects. I believe there are 4 foundational elements that can help us build a strong identity. And the first one I want to talk about is the word hail, a very special word. I'm not talking about abstract ideas here. I'm talking about specific ways we can greet each other more enthusiastically. I'll give you 4 small suggestions. See if you can guess what they are. To make conversations more interesting, we need to know how to start them impressively. I'll share with you 4 small tips to help you greet others more naturally and warmly. The letter H stands for honesty. We should say exactly what we think. The letter A means always be yourself. Don't be fake. The letter Y means you should follow through on what you say. And finally, the letter L represents love, wishing the best for everyone. However, sometimes being too honest can hurt others. I agree that honesty is crucial, but sometimes when we want to help someone, we don't want to hurt their feelings. It's like trying to be truthful while also wanting others to be happy, which is tough to do simultaneously. I'll share some tools for effective communication that help you be honest while making others feel comfortable. Both honesty and tact in communication are essential. We need to balance being truthful with preserving others' feelings. Here are some tips to help you achieve that balance. Imagine honesty as a sharp knife. If used carefully, it can help us cut away unnecessary things. But if not handled properly, it can hurt others. I'll show you how to use this knife more skillfully. A high-pitched voice is not always good. On the contrary, a moderate tone is more suitable for many situations. You can adjust your voice to sound better. For example, instead of speaking from your throat, try lowering your pitch and speaking from your diaphragm. This will make your voice sound deeper and more powerful. It might sound strange, but people often prefer those with a deeper voice. The way we speak greatly influences the impression we make on others. A high-pitched voice often makes people seem less confident, while a deeper voice conveys authority and trustworthiness. You can practice lowering your pitch to make your voice deeper and more resonant. Our voice is like a musical instrument. If we know how to tune it, it will produce wonderful sounds. A deep voice is like a cello, creating rich and captivating tones, while a high-pitched voice is like a trumpet, which can sometimes be irritating. If you're not satisfied with your voice, don't worry. There are many ways to improve it, such as practicing, learning from experts, or focusing on your breathing and posture while speaking. Additionally, using rhythm is a great way to make your speech more engaging. Rhythm can make your sentences flow smoothly and be more memorable. Our voice is not fixed. You can definitely improve it through practice. There are various techniques to enhance your voice, from adjusting your breath to incorporating rhythm. Try these techniques to make your voice more pleasant and confident. Think of your voice as a musical instrument. If we know how to tune it, it will produce wonderful sounds. Practicing your voice is like practicing an instrument. The more you practice, the better you play. Try using rhythm to create music with your words. Want an appealing voice? Explore the world of rhythm. Rhythm will make your speech lively and memorable. Imagine telling a story where each sentence is highlighted with rhythm. Isn't that exciting? The term monotone means repeating in a boring way. For example, when we end statements with a rising pitch as if asking a question, even though it's a statement. Doing this repeatedly makes our speech monotonous and dull. Try slowing down a bit and adding short pauses to make your speech more dynamic. To make your voice more attractive, avoid repeating the same intonation too often. Constantly ending sentences with a rising pitch makes our voice monotonous. Experiment with changing intonation, speaking pace, and adding pauses to make your speech more varied and engaging. Imagine your voice as a piece of music. If we only play one note, the music becomes boring. For a good piece of music, we need a mix of notes: high, low, fast, slow. Similarly, we should vary our intonation and speaking pace to make our voice more captivating. Have you noticed that speaking too quickly and using the same intonation makes listeners bored and hard to focus? Try changing your speaking speed, emphasizing important words, and adding short pauses to make your speech more engaging. We don't need to fill every silence with words. Sometimes silence can speak volumes. How we say things is also crucial. For example, asking, "Where did I leave my keys?" With different tones can convey different meanings. We can use our voice to express anger, worry, or concern. However, we should use our voice consciously to avoid annoying others. Our voice is not just a sound, it's a powerful tool for conveying emotions and ideas. The way we speak, our pitch, speed, and tone affects how others understand us. Using our voice effectively helps us communicate better and build positive relationships. Imagine our voice as a box of crayons. We can use different colors to create various pictures. A high-pitched voice might express anxiety, while a deep voice might convey confidence. Using these colors harmoniously helps us create beautiful and meaningful pictures. When you need to speak in public, like during a presentation, proposal, or wedding speech, your voice plays a crucial role. To have a good voice, you need to warm up before speaking. Here are some simple exercises to help you warm up your voice effectively. Your voice is a powerful tool. It can help you convey your message effectively and make a good impression on your audience. To use this tool well, you need to know how to warm up your voice before speaking. Here are some tips to help you have a pleasant and confident voice. Imagine your voice as a car. Before driving a long distance, you need to warm up the engine for smooth operation. Similarly, before speaking, you need to warm up your voice for it to perform its best. Here are some simple warm-up exercises. Let's warm up our lips like buzzing bees, make a fun ba-ba sound, then vibrate your lips as if enjoying a cold ice cream. Next, let your tongue be a little snake, swiftly moving as you say no. Finally, create a popping sound like champagne with an RR sound. Imagine sliding down a slide when saying we and or. Isn't that fun? Try making sheep sounds, vibrating your lips like shivering, and repeating the no sound quickly. Finally, let's create a popping sound like champagne together. Isn't that enjoyable? Imagine a world where everyone is heard, where our voices become powerful tools for creating positive change. A world where we can share ideas, inspire each other, and build a better future together. This is what we can achieve when we know how to use our voices effectively. Give yourself a round of applause for being ready to explore and conquer new heights. We all have the right to be heard and respected. When we speak with confidence and clarity, we make a significant impact on the world around us. Imagine a world where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential. That's the world we are building together. Let's give a big round of applause to affirm the power of our voices. Now, you have the tools needed to improve your voice. Practice regularly and apply what you've learned in your daily life. Be confident in expressing yourself and inspire those around you. Together, we will create positive changes and build a better world. Clap your hands and commit to making this a reality. Each of us has a story to tell, a message to share. Let our voices be the bridge that connects hearts. When we speak with sincerity and passion, we inspire those around us and create a united community. Let's clap and commit to living meaningful lives together. Imagine a world where everyone is heard, where conversations are deep and meaningful. A world we build together, where understanding and human connection are prioritized. This is the future we are striving towards. Thank you all for creating such a meaningful sharing session. We all have the right to be heard and respected. When we listen sincerely and create effective communication spaces, we contribute to building a united and thriving community. Let's spread this message and turn it into reality. Thank you so much. Now, we have explored the importance of listening and effective communication together. Let's start with ourselves by practicing listening skills and creating positive communication spaces. Together, we will make small but meaningful changes, contributing to a better world. Thank you for participating. We all have stories to share and lessons to learn. When we listen to each other sincerely, we discover many interesting and unexpected things. Let's create a community where everyone feels heard and valued. Thank you all for creating such a warm and meaningful sharing session.